Esports Beta Bash, Altitude Esports Beta Tournament, whatever you want to call it. This is going to be our first streamed match of the tournament, so pretty excited stuff here. Here I am into you, joined by Tia, running the camera work and color casting, and today we got quite a banger. It's going to be Croix boys versus North County Esports. What do you think about this match? Oh wow, you're already exposing yourself. All right. It's fine though. Not all of us can kind of get up to the level, but hey, you know what? You got these players trying to prove early on that they got what it takes. Now we've actually seen LaCroix boys before. If you guys can recall to the first tournament that Altitude Esports hosted for Valorant, they were a pretty solid team there. They got some new pieces there. Probably a very notable piece is going to be Ryan there. The roster now. Not quite sure like what role he's playing, these other players are playing, but I've seen some exciting stuff from him during OW. And then on the defense here, got North County Esports. A little bit of a stranger to us here. However, once again, they're just as motivated as the LaCroix boys here, looking to prove their worth in this beta. So we're going to be getting into the game very shortly. It's going to be on Haven, and LaCroix boys will be on the attack. Do you have any early expectations for this? Okay, well, there you have it. Personally, I feel like LaCroix boys, because it sounds like they've been together more. They've had a little bit more time to scrim and build themselves together as a team. I feel like they could take it. However, like I said, North County Esports, they're kind of a mystery here. Like, we're not really sure what they're all about. So they could definitely pull some very interesting stuff here. What do you think we're going to see as far as compositions here? We've been seeing a little bit of a meta starting to develop at the highest level here that we've seen trickle down to the tier 3 scene. So. Alright. Gonna be starting very soon here. Can I just give us a second here? Not really a little bit. You have a little bit few faces on the production here. It's all, of course, it's all gonna get ironed out as the season goes on. So no need to worry about. Both teams are putting the arts in the chat. We all know what they mean. We are gonna be hopping straight into Haven here. So I'm expecting to see a lot of breach throughout here. However, a lot of these tier 3 teams, a lot of them just kind of want to stick with what's comfortable, what gets the most solo value, almost all very vaguely working as a team. So we might actually not see breach as the primary entry here today. We might actually see quite a bit of Jet coming out, quite a bit of Phoenix, but we will see. Yeah, Jet is definitely the Genji of Valorant, and I mean, just like Dia said, you can't get that. Even though there's 5 players in the match, you can't get that 1v6 if you kill the res target. So something to think about. Getting straight into it. Like I said, we're gonna have LaCroix on the attack in the red here. As we open up, and looks like North County Esports. You're just looking to take a standard setup, establishing a good amount of map control. What do you notice about these team comps here? Alright, coming out here, we're gonna have a little bit of an A execute here coming out from North County Esports, which we're gonna call NCE, or from LaCroix Boys, I should say. My apologies. A little bit of an A execute. They test the water, see the utility get used. They decide now we're gonna go for good old B execute, and it looks like NCE is caught a little bit off guard by it. Although Quintos opens up, although he's quickly fragged out and traded out. And the advantage seems to once again be in favor of NCE, or of LaCroix Boys, I should say. Yeah, it's gonna get a little used to seeing these here. However, NCE, they are gonna make an effort to retake this, all just funneling in from that C connector. Kind of going through CT. We have Wonder Pets opening up with 2 right away, putting his team in a fantastic position to get back on site. And last 2 members for LaCroix, very low. It's Wonder Pets sticks the diffuser. Massive battle of mid here. It's Ryan does manage to take out Satan, although he's the only one left for the team. Is he gonna deny the plant? He's not gonna be able to get it done, and he gets taken out in the end, as NCE will take the first round on Haven. Do we have any words to describe such a chaotic first round? We're gonna have a pretty solid counter buy coming out from. So we're gonna have a pretty solid anti-eco coming out from NCE here. And they get pretty aggressive. We have Quintonius, or however you say that name, quickly getting the first pick off. However, the man does equalize it for his team, as the rest of his team just got pushed down mid, taking quick control of B. Looks like they're gonna try and get that spike down. And once again, they're in the driver's seat. However, Satan is very quick to put his team back in the advantage. And oh, we actually have that man getting traded out here. As well, another gunfight. Quinotonis just absolutely on fire here. And one more pick from Fake Flower. It's gonna secure it for NCE. So once again, they're just off to a fantastic start here, winning out the anti-eco. I didn't even mention this before, but NCE is doing all of this without even having an intel agent. Generally, you would like to have a Sova or a Cypher on your lineup. However, instead, we're gonna see triple. We see triple. Don't necessarily have to play them as entries, but you have triple entry operators in that Jet, the Breach, and the Phoenix, all there for NCE, and they're making it work quite well. As they're kind of just pushing up aggressive in order to get that intel that they need. Speaking of pushing up aggressive, we have the Phoenix on their side. Pushing up aggressive, getting the early pick off on the Sonder. So already, very great start for them. Just gonna put LaCroix Boys in a bit of disarray here, as they look for an equalizer. An equalizer they will get, but it's gonna get a trade from the other side of the map, as Ryan gets taken out. Although, once again, LaCroix do manage to equalize, and it's a 3v3. It looks like push going back over towards A. However, we have the man getting another pick on B, taking out his counterpart on the other side. So now, for once, LaCroix are gonna be in the driver's seat here, as looks like very solid A take for LaCroix here. Although Manny taking out the man, it's going to eliminate other angles of pressure that could have been used by LaCroix Boys here. So retake does commence. I'm not sure if they know where my work is here. Just gonna slowly pushing through. And yeah, Muruk getting the nice flank. And it's gonna be a fantastic opportunity for LaCroix to take this round. Just Manny on very low HP, getting taken out by Muruk. And LaCroix take the round. So, what do you know about these two teams already? Alright, coming in again, we're gonna have, once again, another A-focused strat coming here for LaCroix here. And this time, it's gonna be the Phoenix of LaCroix getting that quick entry into size. The man takes out Flower, takes out Satan. A very good, not hot hands, very good take it back, run it back. Yep. Now you can see LaCroix covering every possible angle that they would need to, in order to prevent the retake from coming through. Cover their angles expertly. As it's a 4v2, no, not even a 4v2, a 4v1 in favor of them. And yeah, the remaining member of NC8 does try to go for the retake. However, he decides, hey, it's not worth it, I should get out of it. However, Ryan does manage to cut off his rotation just in time, and LaCroix boys equalize. So, something important we gotta mention is the economy here. Both teams are in a buy situation. You even have Moruk buying the operator. I honestly don't know how you're supposed to say it. Maybe you say Mawork, or Moruk. I don't know. I guess we'll never know. Twitch chat probably flaming me hard here. You know what? I'm fine with it. But, like I said, we're gonna have a full buy from both teams. Except for Manny here, who's going to be rocking that Spectre. Still get a lot done. Very early pick from Moruk here, as the rest of LaCroix kind of just push down C unopposed. Even have Sonder getting the pick in garage and just complete control for them. Even have that interrogation coming from Radish. Although Quintonis doesn't manage to get the pick, it's quickly traded out though. In fact, Flower getting another pick to try and make it a little bit reasonable for his team. As the two remaining members of NCE gonna try and retake through CT. However, the man was ready for it, and it's all up to Satan on the stage here. However, it doesn't look like he's gonna commit to it. He's just gonna play for picks, although he does expose his position. He needs to get the hell out of Dodge right now. Phoenix is gonna be looking to catch him out here. I don't know if Satan knows that he's still in the danger zone here. He does realize and he heads out. Now it's just gonna be surviving the post plant here. Yep, he does get out with his life. And most importantly, he gets out with that 8K as well. So his team's not gonna be in as bad of an economic situation. And looks like NCE is gonna do one last force buy. If they lose this one, they're gonna be stuck in a safe situation for their overall team economy. Where you have LaCroix boys having a hefty recovery. As they're still gonna be holding on to Moruk's up and barely got a dent as far as being able to buy any of their ARs. Anyway, going back into this. We're gonna have, once again, a very C-focused push coming in from LaCroix here. Although they're leaving their options very open in order to rotate over to B. Although for once, Quintonios, there we go, I think that's how you say it. Quintonios gets that early pickoff. So we got trades back and forth here, overall resulting in LaCroix in a 2v4. Though Moruk, having that res, does manage to take it up to a 3v4. Still very... No, it's a 4v4. I'm apparently blind. I apologize. The push does kind of coalesce back towards B here. Although, got the breach from the side of NCE trying to put in the work. Though Rash not making it happen. Both breaches taking out the match as Quintonius takes out Sunder. And LaCroix put themselves in a decent position to hold on to this point. Although it's not completely unwinnable for NCE here. As they even have their jet coming in mid-window, but to no avail. As LaCroix keep their scoreline going. What do you think? What do you think NCE has to do in order to come back in the series here? Alright, once again, we're gonna have a very... We're gonna have what looks like the A default for the Croix boys here, as they're leaving the options very open, kind of just playing for picks, seeing what will happen. Quintonius gets an early pickoff on the Radish. However, both Phoenixes are going big as the trade goes off and Quintonius is taken out. So it's a 4v4 to start it off early. However, we need to remember that this is an eco round for NCE here. So I would say if NCE manages to get away with 2 more picks, then it's going to be a very good eco for them to start their comeback here. But these eco rounds, don't expect them to win. The man has managed to win another gunfight. Although Wonder Pets coming in from the flank, taking out Sonder. That can actually be pretty big for their later rounds, kind of just slowly building on that economy. And you even have Wonder Pets stealing the gun and now putting his team in a man advantage.
You will not kill my allies!
Yeah, and you have Satan even getting that resin there, so it's actually a strong advantage in favor of NCE here. However, you need to remember that most of NCE have inferior guns, and Ryan with that quick 2K on sight, he acted like it was nothing. It looks like he's gonna go for the 3 onto the Phoenix. Yep, he gets it done. Ryan with the 3-piece, securing it for his team. On the offensive support of all roles. Generally, you don't expect to get that many kills in that role. Generally, you're looking to just kind of IGL for your team, getting those smokes down, calling the strats. But that doesn't mean that there's no room to frag at.
I've got cash.
Anyway,
need something?
The good thing about this for NCE here is that even though they lost it and they committed a res to it. This means that NCE actually has a pretty decent economy going into this next round here. Remember, that's what you get for saving. Kind of going back into this, it looks like we're having a bit of a connection problem with Sonder here. So it's going to be a brief 4v5 in favor of NCE here. Yeah, we'll see. And there we go. Sonder's back in the strat, and Sonder actually did have time to buy his AR. Although Sonder's not going to be rocking any armor, and I don't know how much utility he was able to buy. Check that right now. Sonder has everything except his C ability, so it's going to be a bit problematic to work. Radish gets taken now into entry by Flake Flower. And it's getting pretty compromising for LaCroix boys here. And looks like they're gonna fully commit to the rotate around. Just like, A, it's not working for us. And they're gonna go by at C. We're gonna have Sonder just kind of holding flank, making sure no one rotates by mid, and even some garage control, and what looks like a very well rehearsed C rotate, working out very well for him. And you even get the man catching one of the rotates out. Although Sonder is taken out on his flank watch. It's not all bad for LaCroix here. We have the Phoenix ult coming out from NCE here. Oh, Ryan getting in a bit of a compromising gunfight. Oh, that man manages to get 3 in that. 3 people just ran right into his crosshairs. You hate to see it, but then again, you love to see it. It doesn't look like it's going to happen, though, as Quintonius is on the other side of the map, all the way in T-spawn. Looks like the Sage is just going to wander into him. Yep, there we go, Quintonius. Gets 1 more piece before he's taken to the next round. And he gets the op through as well, I didn't even mention. Getting that operator through, definitely going to be a boost to his team. Though his team is not in the best economic position, so they can force buy with a bit of a weaker buy here, maybe with some SMGs, some Bulldogs. They they do have enough for a mostly decent buy. Except they're gonna have Satan with that Spectre. Meanwhile, got pretty decent armory here for LaCroix boys here. As they still haven't lost a round since those initial 2. So not looking the best for NCE here. Nope, they're in a decent position to start their comeback right this round. Once again, very mid-focused strategy. As the execute's gonna come in fairly quickly. You can see the molly's coming in, the fault line's coming in. Although we have an orbital strike, massive orbital strike. Does a great job zoning and splitting the members of the Croix boys. Although it's not really capitalized on. You generally want to have someone waiting for people to run away. You actually get Radish with the 2K. I didn't even mention that, but that could have been massive for NCE. They just didn't make it happen. Yeah, Radish, although he gets taken out by Fake Flower, they all know where Fake Flower is, and there's not really anything he can get done here. Trying to peek out CT, not able to get anything done. The attackers, in the Croix boys, they're unstoppable now. Yeah, just that was a very expensive round for NCE. They absolutely had to win that one. Although there was just not great capitalization on the ultimates from any members of the their team. Like they committed what did they commit? They committed Orbital Strike. Did they commit Rolling Thunder? I think they. Yeah, just not. Yeah, just not good. A very quick entry here coming from LaCroix here. You can see how well rehearsed they are on these strategies, where to watch for each other. They were missing out on Heaven for a second, although they're kind of getting it done as NCE prepares for that retake. They have a pretty decent Rolling Thunder coming in here. Gonna slow down NCE even more, as it's gonna be really hard for Manny and Quintetonius to shimmy their way out of the connector. There you go, Manny coming in first, peeking wide, although gets nothing. It looks like it's gonna be a save round, although Manny does manage to take out Sonder. They decide it's not worth it. Yeah, they do manage to take out Radish as well, so not the worst round for NCE here. Although once again, you can tell that they were generally hoping for a win there. Nope, their economy not in the worst position, but in a position that you can argue that they would want to save, because you can see just they haven't been able to get a solid buy yet. They're able to get some ARs, but they're always stuck with 1 or 2 SMGs. They're never really able to get an op. The one round they did get an op was only because they stole it from Morik. So maybe they just need to kind of just sit back one round, take it easy on the economy. Once again, it's gonna be very C-focused push here for LaCroix here. Although once again, actually this time Quintetoni is getting that 2K 2-piece to start it off here. Ryan's gonna pick up the mantle of opping. Although Wonder Pet's taking out the man, it's gonna make it very hard for these remaining players. And you can see how split Ryan and Sonder are here. Like they're like, where'd the team go? What happened? God damn, y'all are bad. Anyway, Sonder getting safe in there. It's gonna help his team out a little bit, though he gets overwhelmed by Fake Flower, as it's just gonna be Ryan trying to spearhead with the op here. I mean, like, who do you think you are, MBK? Yeah, you're not gonna make this work, right? He's spotted out as well. Gets flashed by the breach. It's not gonna be good for him. Pray for your boy Ryan, misses the shot. Manny peeks out and takes him out. And NCE, they finally get another round. As we go into the last round of the half. Yeah, English.
I need a
But we actually do have a solid buy here coming in from NCE here. They're gonna get heavy armor, all of their utility, as well as their operator, and fairly good buys. So this is gonna be a very bloody last round here. So it looks like once again that default strat carrier coming in for LaCroix here, as they try to play for picks down A, as well as taking the initiative up mid, just getting ready for anything. And Manny getting the opening pick onto the man. Very good start for NCE here. Although a one gunfight for Saunders here,
I know exactly
gonna put LaCroix boys in. It's gonna equalize it here for LaCroix boys. No, and Saunders once again, Saunders just wants to carry this round here for LaCroix boys here. And it's going to be very hard for NCE to retake, especially against this weaponry. So Fake Flower starts it off by taking out that kind of hard carry earlier on. However, Radish just says like, alright, fun's over. I'm just going to kill everyone real quick. And it cleans it up very easily for LaCroix boys. But coming into the second half, what are you expecting to see different here? Yeah, attacker side of maps probably really refreshing, especially if you come from a siege. God bless that game. It's a good game. Just sometimes.
Yes, this should be.
Oh, you're that kind of person. All right, make sure you report. Make sure you report Chia Overwatch here. And anyway. Coming in here, it's gonna be a very C-heavy take for NCE here. Like they're literally just gonna pour in. Satan's already planting on site. Oh my goodness! What? Although you can see the fantastic retake coming in from LaCroix boys here. That's generally why you want to take time establishing map control and clearing out everywhere that you possibly can. And it's gonna be LaCroix boys taking the first round already on their defense. Is that? It's like a Pojo man there. Just 15 seconds in the round, already getting that plant off. Although the rest of the team just weren't able to hold it because they didn't have any time to set up. They didn't even clear. Like I'm pretty sure there were 2 members on site for LaCroix boys as well. So that was very interesting.
Molly.
Fake Flower getting that opening pickup. He wants Marik out of his shop. They're coming in hot here, honestly. It was a rough first round. Actually, you have Quintonius here with the Ares getting that pick on the Sunder. That's not a gun you get to see often here. We're already NCE are in a tough position here. Actually, no. What am I talking about? LaCroix are in a tough position here. Quintonius with the spray down on the Radish. If you guys don't know, the Ares did get quite a buff here with its recoil. It kind of still has the LMG attributes. It takes a while for the fire to get going. However, that kind of horizontal kick is severely reduced. It doesn't have as much vertical recoil as well. It's just overall a better weapon. So, just something to consider every once in a while. If you're kind of in those situations where you want to buy like a Spectre. But you want something a little bit better for those longer ranges. You can see Quintonius giving us an excellent demonstration right here. We want to see the force by weapon still coming out here, as it looks like LaCroix are going to go for a save here. They did get one pick off onto one of the members already, so honestly not a bad start here. I think the rest of NCE just going to pile through Garage and head over to C here. However, you can see that LaCroix boys are 100% ready for it, and Plant is about to go down. The Ryan taking out Matt. It's gonna make it a little tough here. However, with Fake Flower taking out Ryan, the hopes for the hopes for LaCroix boys here are almost diminished. But hey, you know what? It's an eco round. You don't really expect to win those, and you kind of got 2 picks, so you kind of just take what you take. Quinatoni is once again with the Ares. And NCE looking to put themselves back on the board. However, after the save round, LaCroix boys are gonna want to kind of just quickly scuttle those hopes. So what do you? I don't know. Do you wanna call it right now? Who do you think's gonna win it? LaCroix boys. Although that is a good start for NCE to kind of get back in the series. They got the opening pick, although we see a very good orbital strike. Although once again, Quinatonius, he's just getting these back and right like they're absolutely nothing. Though you can see the rest of LaCroix boys, they're kind of ready for it. Ryan making a quick entry, although Wonder Pets shuts it down. Oh, yeah, I think they heard your comment there, Tia. They kind of like, oh, they're underestimating us. It's time to get them where it hurts. So I think NCE, they're just maybe they do have a chance to come back in the series here. We're gonna see another save round coming in for LaCroix boys. They're kind of more focused on playing the short game. They're okay, kind of dragging this out with their round. With their round lead. Kind of need to get their stuff together before it's too late here. Also, Satan still has that Spectre, which is interesting. Generally, you don't really need to buy the many extra weapons. Ooh, that ain't good. Sonder getting an opening pick on the pick. Well, though he does get traded now, and Quinatonius puts his team back in the advantage with that kill onto Radish here. So once again, that plant goes down. Satan's been very proficient with that. Ryan taking out Manny though. It's gonna make this retake kind of possible here for LaCroix boys. Even have a res. Yeah. Yeah, it's just Marek here. At this point, you just try and save that AK. Or that's at least what I would have done if I was Marek. Kind of play the long game. Looks like he is going to try and retake this from CT here. Kind of going for the big testosterone play. But won't happen as the attackers will take it once again. Did I say NCE? I meant to say LaCroix boys. Yeah, my apologies once again. But I think we all get the big picture here. LaCroix boys are gonna have another buy round after disposal after that save. And we can see NCE kind of just building upon that economy advantage that they got. Though, if you guys remember, since the last update, the cap is now 9,000. So. Got 2 lost rounds here for NC. Can't put them in a bit of economic disparity, especially when you consider that that LaCroix boys only need 3 rounds in order to close the series out. In order to close this match out, not the series. We're gonna have a very A-focused push here for NCE, so a bit different than before. However, it looks like NCE did read on it. We got some early smokes coming out. Although, interestingly, that's a very early orbital strike here coming in from... I think that was from Wonder Pets, actually. I'm trying to clear it out. Morik. Yeah, that was from Wonder Pets. So, interesting decision. We have a very early pick here, but it's quickly going to be a trade to equalize. Well, not trade, but there's quickly going to be an equalization here. You even have Manny taking out the man, so it's still pretty much in NCE's advantage. Although, Morik once again, it's just even here. I keep trying to update you guys here, but it just keeps equalizing. Tony is gonna try and kind of finish it for all, but oh no! Yeah, I hate to see it, everyone. LaCroix boys are gonna take that round as a valiant play from the man, kind of back, not from the man, from Quinnet. Wait, yeah, it's from the man, kind of backfires in his face as wait, hold up, I might be going insane here. Was it? Who was it? It was Quinetonius. God, something's not there today. Where he kind of tried to equalize with the run it back, but then he quickly gets taken out, and that channel. I should probably talk about this round going on here. We have NCE opening it up very early on. Oh, getting another pick as well. The round hasn't even started. They haven't given him a chance to even get a plan going. It's completely shut down from NCE here. Just completely, yeah, the Croix boys at that match point. You can see what I'm talking about with the economy here. It's like there's gonna be one more goodbye for NCE here. But it doesn't really matter anyway, because they lose this round. It's the series. So yeah. Still kind of getting used to kind of how the economic system works. Obviously, if you played a lot of Counter-Strike, yeah, you have a vague idea, but there's gonna be those differences here and there. Like different weapon types don't grant you different amounts of money. So you gotta be careful for slight differences like that. Anyway, going back into this here, we're gonna see a fairly quick push down C here. Although that's a very good orbital strike from Ryan, taking out Wonder Pets, and Radish as well. No, it's all going down here for NCE here. Ryan's gonna stick the plant, although a very good Rolling Thunder does delay it just a little bit. Manny peeks out, trying to delay it even further, and now, what's up is the Quinetonius with that off down long, but it will be to no avail. The valiant effort will be of no use, as the Croix boys will go up 1-0 in the series. What a opening map, eh? You can see kind of that you can see kind of North County starting to come into their own later in that match, but it didn't hit them in time. So it really does excite me for how well they're gonna perform later on in the series. As we go on to our second map, or we're gonna go on to our second map in a second here. We'll make sure we'll let you know what that is very quickly. But kind of, what do you think? What do you think NCE had to do better there? Alright, and we obviously saw LaCroix boys looking very solid. They did look a bit confuzzled partway through their defense there. But overall they did a pretty good job throughout the series. What do you think really set them apart from what NCE was doing? Right, pardon? Alright, we're gonna restart the stream very quickly here. A little bit of technical delay, a little bit of technical difficulties, but we'll be back with you all very shortly.